converter and the batteries also. And for grid connected, we have added one more component, grid also. To meet the dairy load, we require resources. So in this case, we are taking the resource is solar radiation. This is this solar radiation which are available at the site. After developing the model and simulation of model, this is the outcome of the system which is find out for the off grid, and this is the energy from the system and the grid when we propose the grid on system. So this is the outcome of the system. We are the yellowish representation represent the energy from the PV system, and bluish represent the grid. This is the actual energy which is met from the grid and system to meet the electric load of the dairy farm. This is the economic parameter which comes out for the off-grid system. This is the component cost bifurcation of PV, battery and converter. Here one of the major issue is the sizing of the battery. The sizing of battery require more cost even though when we compare it with PV system. So battery is one of the crucial component to develop the standalone PV system to meet the specific load of a specific application. This is again the outcome for the on-grid PV system. We have grid capacity, PV capacity, battery type, inverter type, rectifier cost, and other factor parameters. This is the outcome of the on-grid. In the last, it is the conclusion for function matrix, total work present cost of the system, levelized cost of energy, and operating cost. These are the four parameters which find out the outcome of the system. Here, in case of we find that when we see the both of the system, on-grid system and off-grid system, total present cost of the off system is going minus 20. We are selling energy to the grid, and the levelized cost of the system is minus represent the we are getting money from the grid. So this is also one of the main purpose when we develop our system for the dairy sector. There is a lot of land or roof is available where we install the solar panel, or if this is the size to make the 36 kilowatt of the energy, so then we are capable only the 12 kilowatt we require the capacity which meets the load. In addition of that, it will give money to the owner also. This is the observation summary of the on-grid system. So in this case, the PV array contribute around 90% of the total energy production with 10% source from the grid. The renewable fraction is high as 89.9. Financial metrics may we indicate the negative cost, indicate the reflective significant saving through the energy generation and from the grid sales. This is the result and discussion topic. On-grid case may we propose 12 kilowatt PV with 38 batteries, or cost of energy this code test is $0.247 per kilowatt hours, and in case of on-grid system it is 12 kilowatt PV plus 5 batteries, and in this case the cost is only minus 0.073 per kilowatt hours, or in this case renewable fraction is 89.9, and the significance for environment or to reduce the GHG, the carbon reduction is 12,200 kilogram per year. In conclusion, both on-grid and off-grid PV systems are viable. On-grid system offers better financial benefit, environment impact is highly positive, support SDGs goals effectively. Thank you, sir.
Would you like to show your references?
Yes.
Have you compared your research work with other papers?
Yes, sir. Also,
But you have not shown it.
sir, it's many so but I.
Anybody who wants to put question?
Yes, anyway.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Now I would like to invite the paper ID 415, Mr. Gautam Yadav.
sir, and everyone. My research paper of global reconnaissance using machine learning. So my outline, first introduction, second background, related work, third research objectives and methodology. Fifth is research and discussion, conclusion. Introduction. In this project, a novel global reconnaissance system leveraging image processing as a CNN, because CNN algorithm work on image data set. So the accurate global classification. The application of the 7-movement algorithm, mostly lower returns and their importance, global importance and global have herbal and medical properties.
You have to finish within 5 minutes.
Background related work. So within 5 minutes. Then gap analysis. Mostly high component cost, prone to overfitting, high energy consumption, and different types of stuff. So case paper recognized with gap analysis is only about specific area, accuracy, objectives. And objectives is a highly accurate and different plot comparison system utilizing advanced computer vision techniques, focus on species identification, hand-blind recognition, and real-time processing. Methodology. Methodology use of Oxford X2 dataset with CNN and ResNet 50 architecture. So define with block diagram, dataset, after that reprocessing. Reprocessing is resizing, noise filtering, color normalization, after that feature extraction, color, texture, and size. Then model training. Model training part of testing. Yes, after that recognition and output. Flowchart diagram. Why same what's the difference?
And what is the conclusion?
In this investigation, the performance of
So have you submitted the paper in this format only?
yes,
Have you submitted the paper in this format?
yes,
Huh? Are you a student?
yes,
Are you a student?
no.
Or are you? Where?
Yes. I'm technical.
Can you show the references?
No references, no showing PPT.
So you don't have any references in the paper.
Yes, in paper, but not adding the PPT.
So have you compared your research work with other paper?
Because other, yes, and one paper,
But you have not shown here.
yes,
You have not shown here your comparison with other existing work. You have not compared with any other existing work.
yes. This is.
No, what innovation you did in here?
Yes.
Innovative work. What novelty is in this paper?
Novelty because my accuracy from the other paper difference is high 97.1. So other paper is 96.5 and 95.5 with CNN.
Okay. Anybody who wants to put question? Any query? No. Next.
I would like to invite paper ID 405, Arman and his team.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are final year students from Delhi Technology University, and today we will be presenting our work on the topic on the net, which is a convolutional adaptive progressive exposure control for low light image and video enhancement. Let's see the topics we are going to cover in this presentation. This is the list of topics. Let's start with the introduction of the topic. Low light video enhancement is critical for several real-world applications. Imagine relying on security cameras at night, or an autonomous vehicle navigating a dark street, or even doctors needing clear visuals during critical low-light procedures. In all these real-world scenarios, enhancing a low-light video isn't just helpful, it's an absolute essential for accurate and timely decision-making. However, working with low-light videos is highly challenging. These videos typically suffer from reduced visibility, poor contrast, and high amount of noise, making it hard to distinguish details. Let's see the details of our project. Uh, these are many papers written in the past few years. This brings us to our problem statement, in which we aim to develop an unsupervised framework for low-light video enhancement that not only improves visibility, suppresses noise, and preserves color fidelity in individual frames, but also ensures a temporal consistency across frames, and most importantly, does so without relying on paired and unpaired training data. Let's see the methodology of the project. We first start with the overall video enhancement pipeline. As you can see in the image, the low-light video is initially split into individual frames from video to frame module. Each frame is then enhanced independently using a model called ApexNet, represented by the purple box in the middle. Finally, to ensure temporal consistency across frames, we apply the lightweight rolling smoothing technique before reassembling the frames into an enhanced video. Now let's deep dive in the network architecture of the ApexNet, shown as the purple box in the diagram. It is a 5-layer CNN that uses uniform skip concatenations between layers to facilitate better feature learning. To further define the features, we apply a CBAM module after the 4th layer, which helps the model focus on important areas while suppressing the irrelevant details. The network is designed to generate pixel-wise adaptive exposure contrast maps, 32 for each RGB channels. This brings us to introduce the equation which are using in these maps as input. Now we will briefly discuss the core mathematical equations that drive our enhancement process. The first equation is AEPC. It increases the brightness adaptively based on pixels intensity of the input image, while also controlling exposure. It adjusts each pixel using two trainable parameters, alpha and beta. The next equation we introduce is ACS. To adjust enhancement strength dynamically based on two factors, the local brightness, Px, and the local contrast, Cx. Finally, in third equation, we merge these both equations to get a higher order formulation of AEPC. Now we have the 96 map generated by the ApexNet and these three equations, which forms the Apex framework. In this, 96 channels are divided into 16 groups, as shown in the figure. 96 divided to 16 gives us 6 maps. These 6 maps are divided in alpha and beta. These alpha and beta maps are then used to guide the pixel-wise enhancement through a simple correction equation represented by the AEPC. So this enhancement is done iteratively, that is the output of the first step becomes the input for the second, and finally we get the enhanced frame after this framework. Now on combining these enhanced frames, we observe flickering and loss of temporal consistency in the video. To solve this problem, we use a frame-wise weighted average technique where the current enhanced frame is blended with the previous frame just like a Fibonacci, using a smoothing factor alpha, giving us results having no flickering, better temporal flow in the video. Now let's have a brief look on the loss function which we have used in the model. Exposure control, spatial consistency, color preservation, and illumination smoothness. All these 4 laws together drive the learning process. Now let's have a look on results in ablation study. Ablation study shows the output of our model. Output after removing each module without of ATC, without of ACs, and without of CPAP. So next we have the results. As we can see, we have presented a bar chart comparing the performance of our model against other state-of-the-art techniques. On the lower dataset, as you can observe, our model response mechanism on the top outperforms other in ASLR and SSIM both. Let's have a look on the visual comparison of images and videos. This slide shows the visual comparison of images and video. Below is the video which is not currently playing. On the left, we see the results from 0DC, one of the state-of-the-art techniques. On the right, we have our model, demonstrating improved brightness, contrast, and reduced artifacts in both the images. So to conclude our approach successfully, addresses key challenges in low-light video enhancement, including noise, over and underexposure, and instability, which we achieve through AEPC, ACS, and CBAM. Moreover, we use a self-supervised technique that requires training on static images without need of paired or unpaired data. Looking ahead at the future work, we will focus on real-time optimization for faster processing, deployment on resource-constrained devices like mobile phones. These are the references which we have used in our presentation. Thank you, everyone. We would like to have any questions you have.
Which software do you use? Software?
Which software? So
So what are the other techniques you can use?
which,
So as far as like the literature, there are certain traditional methods available which just focus majorly on the brightness and contrast. Once the traditional techniques evolved, after that we have supervised and unsupervised learning approaches. And we have focused on unsupervised training because for this we don't need high level, we don't need to train on very heavy data sets. We just need static images, and that is what we have done in our model.
Which model you are using for this?
Our model for all of this.
You said you use CNN.
Yes, CNN.
At present you are saying you are using unsupervised learning.
Unsupervised learning because we are not using any variable data for learning our learning of the choice. For
There
basic
are some specific model to train this with ICAMC and for training the data that much can perform much better. Which model you are using to differentiate the frames and enhance the okay, so right. We are final year students, computer science.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Okay. Thank you.
Now I would like to call paper ID 320, Sahil Khan.
Good afternoon everyone, my name is Sahil Khan and I am here to present my paper, a comprehensive review of AI-powered exoskeleton, the techniques, actuators, sensor, advanced medical rehabilitation application. Now move to introduction. So, AI exoskeleton, जब ये पहले introduce हुए थे तो इनको क्या कहते हैं, it's a passive device. We can call it a mechanical device, not an intelligent system, not a robot system without an AI. This field combines artificial intelligence with robotic assistance to support people who have lost lower body mobility, upper body due to injury, disease or age-related issues. So, in medical field, lower limb exoskeleton help patients with walking impairment, especially those recovering from stroke, spinal cord injury. With artificial intelligence, this system adapts to the user motion in real time, making rehabilitation more personalized and effective. इसमें जो जितने भी हमारे क्या कहते हैं जितनी भी AI टेक्निक्स यूज हुई है ऐसे कंडीशंस के अकॉर्डिंग हुई है. सो ये अकॉर्डिंग टू हमने रिव्यू जितने हमने रिव्यू किए हैं फॉर डिफरेंट एप्लीकेशन फॉर लोअर अपर लिम्स द डिफरेंट दीज आर द नेक्स्ट temporal convolutional networks, convolutional neural network, deep neural network, proximal policy optimization, Gaussian process. Their application area, the speed strength, limitations, what are their limitations and remark. So if I will talk about the remark, best for recognizing muscle activation pattern but limited for the dynamic motion control. So second one, temporal, TCN, suitable for real-time movement prediction in prosthetics. Strong choice of gait analysis and uneven gait correction, LSMT. Deep Q networks for good energy optimization but lack adaptability to unknown environment. Proximal policy optimization, best for complex continuous control like dynamic terrain adaptation. Gaussian process for ideal where safety and reliability outweighs adaptability. So, for which condition, which AI technique or model is best? So, first I will explain these diagrams. These ones were made by the researcher. The first one, the reinforcement learning was used for the hand exoskeleton. So, with the reinforcement learning, your exoskeleton, which is now a smart intelligent system, now you can assist, but it can also learn from its patient that when the patient have to lift an object, when he is pushing, that will be learned. The task parametric assisted strategy, robot and user state, hyperparameter, and what are the tasks they are written that will on the basis of reward system, this And for the when we go to the lower limb, when we are talking about like exoskeleton, we go to the neural networks to predict a trajectory at gait analysis. When we talk about lower limb legs, there is a gait analysis of walking pattern that your exoskeleton has been. Proximal policy optimization is most promising super technique for dynamic control tasks, for safety critical medical rehabilitation, Gaussian process combined with RL is good. Now I will talk about actuator. Actuators mean motors to provide and to move your body. So without intelligent system, you have a software, but you also need a smart hardware. This is why I am telling for the lower limbs, industrial that is military, electric motor, hydraulic actuators are dominant due to need of high output. Upper limbs, pneumatic artificial muscles, dynamic terrain, adaptive hip ankle, very stiffness actuator provide. Now let's move to the. Now this is the example which research has been made, which are in medical rehabilitation. So what I am calling a medical rehabilitation means you. If the robot, the exoskeleton you have to gain your mobility back. You have to do some injury. You cannot move your arm, your leg, something. But these are for the lower limb. X2 and Sugar, HAL, hybrid assistive limb, Wendelit, Examina, for full leg robotic system designed for spinal cord patient. Innovation enabling paralytic paralysis होता है जिनको hybrid detect biosignals and assist walking. And I will talk about the countries and their contribution for their global development in this AI-powered exoskeleton. United States, their major contribution, AI-driven adaptive gait therapy, exoskeleton clinic rehabilitation program. Japan, cloud-based AI gait correction, brain control exoskeleton SI recovery. Germany has provided AI for joint motion prediction. China, exoskeleton for stroke rehabilitation, human in loop AI algorithms. South Korea, lightweight exosuits, AI for asymmetric gait adaptation and paired mobility. Next. What are still, even there the research and the AI methods have been done, the still critical challenge. But in my view, which I am telling, that these AI technique has made exoskeleton system and advanced so, but still high cost accessibility, real time processing, latency, which is a main part that if sending a signal, if you are wirelessly controlling, that's where higher great teleoperation and Wi-Fi or wireless communication. 5G for that, these are also given the solutions. And future research directions is brain-computer interface, AI plus soft robotics, cloud connection ecosystem, predictive and proactive AI system, cross-section expansion. When we move to the conclusion part, conclusion. AI-powered exoskeleton restore motor function, enhance physical capability, improve quality. Energy efficiency, safety, tire buoyancy remain critical hurdles. Emerging integration of brain control and soft robotics are the future for this. Responsible development demands prioritization of safety, user autonomy, equitable access, and ensuring suitable social integration. And my paper is related to I'm a final year BTech mechanics student, so this is my major project. Like someone has lost his mobility due to my injury, I have lost the mobility. I can move my finger. So if this AI hand exoskeleton let me move my fingers, and this is, and I am controlling with EAP for Wi-Fi communication, which is better than Bluetooth multiplication. And this is a carbon fiber exoskeleton, lightweight design, which is demanding in market. Hybrid structure, carbon fiber, 3D print for rapid prototyping, and there is no motor in this side from the elbow. It is behind, so there is no load distribution, not access, not there is no process line, so it get all extra weight. So reference. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, what is the disadvantage in your project?
Yes, sir.
Disadvantage?
Compact. It's not compact like I have to. So I need to compact small battery management. You need small battery because walls are also big. But Mainly my exoskeleton was designed that it will be less close plates, but mainly for the therapist used by therapist. That's one main I made this.
What are the advantages?
Advantages exercise. It is also you can modify. मेरा एडिशनल प्रोजेक्ट क्या कहते हैं इसमें रिसर्च बाकी है अभी भी क्या कहते हैं जैसे आपका थेरेपिस्ट है आपको मोबिलिटी आपकी फिंगर्स की चेक करना चाहता है और एएसपी वाईफाई इंस्टेड ऑफ जॉयस्टिक बटन क्योंकि अब उसका कोई वो नहीं ब्लूटूथ भी नहीं टेलियो वो आपके पास आपका इंफॉर्मेशन भी है वाईफाई कनेक्शन से आप अपना चेक कर सकते हैं कितनी पेशेंट की मोबिलिटी हो रही है क्या वो खुद हिला पा रहा है क्या उसकी क्या कहते हैं सेंसेस मोटर फंक्शन ठीक इम्पैक्ट हो रही है कि नहीं और pressure sensor इसमें के IoT इसलिए मैं ESP के better than Arduino microcontroller.
What is the future scope?
Sir, future scope is using mainly using hybrid structures. My main focus on lightweight exoskeleton, hybrid structure, and less latency based, wireless based exoskeletons.
Any query? Thank you.
Now I would like to invite IT member 547 Riya Gharti.
Good afternoon, everyone, respected professors, fellow researchers, and attendees. I am Ria, and today I will be presenting my research on deepfake detection using multimodal learning, a fusion of visual and audio skills, in collaboration with Harshika Sharma and Vidit Nair under the guidance of Dr. Pradeep as a part of ICAMC 25. Deepfakes basically are AI-generated fake videos or audios are becoming increasingly realistic and dangerous. They spread misinformation, enable identity fraud, and erode public trust in media. The research gap here is the most existing method focus on either video or audio, but not both. Advanced deepfakes manipulate both modalities, making single model detection less reliable. Our objective is to build multi-modal detection system that analyze facial expression by lip sync, consistency, and voice feature together, improving accuracy and robustness. Let's look at how existing systems work. Visual-only methods like MesoNet and ExceptionNet detect fake faces using cues like blinking or texture inconsistencies. Audio-only methods use MFCC features and RNNs to identify fake speech via pitch and rhythm. Multi-modal methods such as those using the fake AV slab dataset check whether the voice matches lip movements. However, these models still struggle with real-world deepfakes due to subtle manipulations. An emerging trend is the use of transformers like WIT and Flava, which can integrate both audio and video for better detection performance. Our methodology follows a structured pipeline. Frames are extracted from videos at set intervals. Faces are detected and aligned using D-Live. On the audio side, MFCC features are extracted using LibreSound. The model has two streams, a visual stream and an audio stream. A visual stream using CNNs like ResNet or MobileNet. An audio stream using CNNs to analyze spectrograms. Use LSTM models to capture temporal dynamics like lip syncing consistency. Then both audio and visual features are focused before final classification. We use Python, TensorFlow, PyTorch, OpenCV, FFmpeg to build a system. We tested our model on two datasets. Face Forensic++ for visual deepfakes and Face AV Slab for audio-visual content. Evaluation metrics include accuracy, precision, recall, Evans score, and ROC AOC. In results, visual-only model shows 85.2% accuracy. In audio-only model, it shows 79.6% accuracy, but multi-model shows 92.4% accuracy, ROC-OC of 0.95. Key insights. Fusion of features reveals cross-model inconsistencies. LSTM enhances detection of unnatural lip sync and expressions. The improvements are statistically significant with p-value less than 0.05. To conclude, our multi-model significantly outperforms unimodal approaches by capturing both static and temporal inconsistencies. However, it is computationally intensive, which limits its real-time use, especially on edge device. It also struggles with noisy audio or compressed videos. Future will focus on lightweight models like MobileNet, enhancing robustness in noisy and multilingual environments, leveraging multi-model transformers for better generalization. These are some of the references that supported our study, ranging from benchmark datasets like Face Forensic++ to recent deepfake detection approaches using RNNs, phoneware, Wismith, mismatches, and multi-model fusion techniques. Thank you for giving this chance.
So, are you satisfied with your work? Or further what you can do?
फर्दर लेकिन मीन्स लाइक जैसे हमें प्रॉब्लम्स आते हैं कि हम ये थोड़ा जैसे बैकग्राउंड नॉइस वगैरह उस पर थोड़ा एक्यूरेसी कम दे रहा है तो हम फर्दर उस पर वर्क कर सकते हैं मोबाइल में जैसे लाइट वेट टेक्नोलॉजी से यूज करके
Have you got any idea how to do research? Huh? So you want to do further research? How you can do research?
लाइक यूजिंग मल्टीपल टेक्नोलॉजीज
Okay. Anybody? Do you have any queries? Please ask. Thank you.
Now, I would like to invite Team ID, Paper ID 99, Snehit Pandey and
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nick Pandey, and today I am here to present the research on topic Argus, an AI-driven smart disaster management system designed to address key challenges in emergency response. Natural and human-induced disasters such as earthquakes, floods, cyclones, and wildfires continue to severely impact human lives, infrastructure, and economies globally. Despite technological progress, traditional systems still suffers from slow response time, fragmented communication, and dependency vulnerable infrastructure. Recognizing these challenges, our project proposes Argus, a proactive, predictive, and resilient system leveraging AI, IoT, and decentralized cloud technology. Our literature review reveals that while AI, IoT, and cloud computing have individually improved disaster management, very few systems integrate these technologies into unified operational framework. Existing systems remain reactive and centralized. Argus addresses these gaps by offering a comprehensive integrated solution. Argus operates through multiple integrated layers. A real-time environment and user data are collected via IoT sensors. Deep learning models like CNN LS teams process this data to predict disaster risk and prioritize interventions. A cloud-based dashboard enables live incident monitoring, resource allocation, and volunteer coordination. This is the architecture of Argus. As you can see, we have different modules like IoT device which will collect the real-time data like seismic activities, flood flood levels, and different things like smoke detection in jungle areas. Because generally, when wildfire occurs, there is a lot of smoke going around, and it can basically alert us before time that there might be a fire. We can send a volunteer there to check it out that is there a fire or not. With this, we can save the timing for others to save the resources for resources like fire forces and other things, while also conserving time for other things. Hmm. While Argus is currently in early development stage, it aims to drastically address response times, predictive accuracy, and operational resilience. Compared to frameworks like NDMA, UNDRR, Argus offers real-time operational ecosystem. Future enhancements will include integrating Bluetooth mesh networking.
Go to back.
Future enhancements will include integrating Bluetooth mesh networking, peer-to-peer relays, or satellite communication to maintain functionality even in low or no network environments. Argus represents a major leap in disaster management by integrating AI, decentralized networking, and real-time operational coordination with planned enhancements like blockchain security and LoRaWAN connectivity. Argus aims to become a cornerstone for resilient and proactive disaster response system worldwide. These are the references used in research and development of this project.
So why you have chosen this topic?
Yes, sir.
Why you have chosen this topic?
Sir, because as you can see, every year when a major earthquake hits, like a few months ago, a major earthquake hit and a lot of lives were lost. And generally when these things happen, first few hours are most important because in those first few hours, a lot of lives are lost due to not receiving help or aid in time. That's why I tried to address these gaps. How can I make sure that help is received on time and people are available there to help those in need.
Do you have any hardware implementation?
Currently, I have a software implementation that's in very early stage, but it can give you real-time location and image. I developed it like this. It's still in very early stage. If I click on SOS, it will send basically this alert to the volunteers registered, and they will have my live location, which is accurate to the 50-meter radius.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Any question?
Now, I would like to invite paper ID 422, Nikita and team.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nikita, and I am honored to present our review paper titled Revolutionizing Solar Efficiency, Harnessing IoT Innovation for Intelligent Dust Monitoring and Cleaning Solution. As we all know, solar energy is the most scalable and promising source of power in the 21st century. However, the performance is limited by external factors, especially dust accumulation on the PV panel. The problem is dust accumulation reduces solar panel efficiency by up to 50%,
which hinders the sunlight absorption. As shown in this picture, traditional method, mostly manual, are inefficient and highly labor intensive. The vision of our review is to imagine solar panels that clean themselves. Basically, they are autonomous. They alert users only when needed, which maximize energy with minimal maintenance, manual maintenance. Next slide, please. Yes. We have reviewed 30 plus recent papers spanning from 2022 to 2025, and in this review, we have majorly focused on two main areas, that is monitoring system and cleaning mechanism, and both of these are autonomous. Now, let's look at the comparison of different IoT architectures we have did in this review. Firstly, we have reviewed multiple workflows to analyze how data is accessed, processed, and delivered in real time. Secondly, we have analyzed multiple ML models and also cleaning mechanisms are evaluated. We have also compared manual, semi-automatic, and IoT-based cleaning methods. We observe, and through this comparison, we have analyzed efficiency gain, where post-cleaning output improved by 30 to 89%, particularly in dusty environment and large installation areas. Our review highlights both strengths and gaps. Predictive system performed best, but now this is one of the methodologies. We have reviewed, and it basically interprets that a Wi-Fi microcontroller monitor parameters like voltage and current, sending data to the cloud. If performance drops, the system automatically triggers a cleaning mechanism. While being efficient, this system is reactive. It responds only after performance drop. There is a potential issue to improve this with predictive or adaptive technique addressing issues before they affect the energy. Now let's move to the next slide. This takeaway slide captures the core workflow that is frequently used in the methodologies we have reviewed. This flowchart summarizes the methodology we derived after reviewing multiple research papers. Now let's go with the flow. Firstly, sensor detect dust, then send data to the cloud via IoT. Then the data is processed. If dust level exceeds the threshold frequency, it activates cleaning, otherwise it just monitors. And the system continuously updates sensor data to the cloud and support predictive maintenance, ensuring optimal energy efficiency with minimal maintenance. Now let's go to result and conclusion part. We present an IoT-based monitoring and cleaning system for solar PV panels that tackles dust accumulation, which can cause 50% efficiency loss. The second is, this approach significantly reduces manual efforts and lowers cost, improves system sustainability. Second, the conclusion we have come up with is this: it leads to the higher efficiency, longer lifespan, and support the shift towards sustainable energy through smart automated maintenance. And the future scope of this review is it can be used in AI/ML fields, in smart cities we can use, and in agriculture field we can use this, and in also aerospace, like we can make autonomous dust removal for space-based software, solar system, and energy analytics. Thank you. And here are the differences we have included.
How many references you have taken?
Sir, we have taken 30 plus reference paper, and that are basically spanning from 2022 to 2025. These are the recent ones.
That is the literature review paper.
Yes, sir.
So is it sufficient?
Yes, sir, it is sufficient, but what it lacks is predictive algorithm and AI/ML and IoT based. As the previous one, they use traditional methods basically, and which can lose up to 50% efficiency. But using this, it can increase our efficiency to 30 to 89%. If we focus this method, it will increase efficiency.
This the research has been started from 20 onwards.
Yes, we can say. Any more questions if anyone want to ask?
बेटा पैनल की एफिशिएंसी कितनी होती है पता है कुछ?
पैनल की एफिशिएंसी कितनी होती है?
सर पैनल की एफिशिएंसी तो वो तो डिपेंड करती है कि ऐसे कि एक बार सेल में कि कितना सनलाइट आ रहा है, जैसे कि बेसिकली हमारे सोलर लाइट रेडियंस जो होती है वो 1 ईयर तक हम उससे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट कर सकते हैं। 1 आवर सनलाइट अगर हमारे पैनल्स पे पड़ रही है तो हम उससे 1 ईयर की इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट कर सकते हैं, लेकिन उसका मेन रीजन है कि वो डस्ट एक्यूमुलेशन है, तो उसको रिड्यूस मतलब कि कम करने के लिए जैसे मैनुअली होता है तो उसमें क्या कहते हैं 50% लॉस हो जा रहा है, लेकिन अगर हम ये IoT बेस्ड सोल्यूशन इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं तो उससे हमारे पास 30-29% इंप्रूवमेंट है। और एल्गोरिथम्स अगर हम DNN और ये CNN यूज कर रहे हैं तो उससे हमारे पास जो प्रोडक्शन इंक्रीज हो रही है सनलाइट एब्जॉर्प्शन की और इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट हो रही है वो हमारी 89% अप टू सही है, और उनका जो CNN स्कोर है वो 9.8132 स्कोर है।
कौन सा प्रिंसिपल यूज होता है कन्वर्जन में लाइट के?
सर फोटोवोल्टाइक।
ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
थैंक यू सर।
Now I would like to invite paper ID 533 Vansh Gupta and team.
Good afternoon, I am Ganesh and my topic is network security visualization. Rise in network complexity is very high in traditional security, so we have to implement advanced technology in it to increase the security. Need to our objective is to explore how visualization improves threat detection, analyze, and decision making. Our research gap in our research paper is limited adaptation of interactive, scalable, and AI-generated visualization in real-world cybersecurity. Literature survey: visualization through noise highlights hidden attacks and patterns. We have also used flow radar and net flow lens to analyze traffic flow visualization, and gray scope and attack graph, which is used in industrial work, which is visual maps of communication and instructions. EL stack and Splunk is also used to integrate dashboard for threat monitoring. Methodology we have used these. Our criteria of effective visualization is scalability. If we use visualization in network security, then our scalability will increase more, and interactivity will be high, and clarity of data will be more, and we can also make operational integration in it. We can also analyzation. Current network security visualization tools and techniques are also used. Classification of this are divided into 4 parts: topology used and temporal flow based, multivariable dashboards, and AI enhanced systems. Evaluation: practical challenges faced by organizations. Challenges and opportunities. Scalability bottlenecks during real-time attacks, visual overload, and mislead analytics. Inconsistent standard among tools, and high training demand for effective usage. Opportunities: we can also implement AI to prioritize critical threats and integration with threat intelligence. Result and decisions. Visual boost threat detection speed and analysis efficiency. Topology visualization reveal hidden paths. Temporal graphs reconstruct attack timelines for forensic analysis. A dashboard reduce alert fatigue and cognitive overload. Visualization is critical for modern network security. Future lies in AI-powered visual analytics, adaptive interfaces, impressive and 3D environments. Strong interdisciplinary collaboration needed for user-friendly, scalable, and actionable visual tools. We have used these references for our research paper.
What you did here?
Sir, we have research about how the network security visualization will affect in network in this field.
Have you utilized it?
Yes, we have used Splunk, which is used in industry level, and we can improve our research more if we add AI integrations in it.
Okay. Any queries?
Thank you.
Now, I would like to invite paper ID 374 Anmol Vora and team.
Good morning everyone, I'm Anmol Vora. I'm in my third year of engineering and I would like to show you some of the work that's a theoretical approach we have done in the field of neuromorphic computing. This one. Sorry for the delay. Yeah. So I would like to tell you guys that what neuromorphic computing is. So neuromorphic computing is an approach which is different from the one human architecture, which comprises of a logic and memory. While we are working on a memristor. A memristor is a chip that basically has memory and logic inbuilt. It can do both of them from a single chip. Currently, this is the content list. So there's the literature survey. So conventional memristors are of inorganic materials which take a lot of energy, which is 3.2 joules per spike, which is a lot compared to organic materials which could be later decomposed as the non-biodegradable HFO2 memristor. It is used in the industry, but it cannot be decomposed, and that is a problem as we need to go towards a sustainability. If we can biodegrade our chip, that means we have less waste to manage and AI could be sustainable. Currently, AI is taking a lot of water, a lot of storage, a lot of data, and all the harm that is providing to the environment using the high carbon footprint, that could be minimized. So what we did is we took coffee, yes, the coffee that we drink, and we used it to infuse it with gelatin. Now what is gelatin? Gelatin is an organic compound which could easily decompose in 21 days. 21 days is a very small amount if you compare it to any inorganic material. If we mix coffee and gelatin together and combine and make a memristor, that could have a lot of applications in IoT, variables and agriculture. We could decompose the whole chip in 28 days. That's less than a month. So we have not made any practical model, but all of the theoretical concepts have been validated by physics models like Cosmos and a macroscopic model that was presented in 2022, which was for an inorganic memristor that could be modified with the porosity and ionic mobility of coffee and gelatin, and we could have results. The results have been astonishing. We have had a minimum 3.5 times reduction in the power usage, and it could even degrade. So that's a big win if we manage to make it commercialized. There have been some inconsistencies and some problems, like it has a less endurance cycle than the inorganic memristor. The inorganic memristor has a endurance cycle of 10 raised to the power 6. We have an endurance cycle of 10 raised to the power 5. Although that number is not that huge, but it could be improved vastly by using MSO2, which would not be a problem for decomposition, and as it would not be harmful. Yes, also it has less energy spike. What does that mean? A memristor takes 1000 spikes of energy in 1 second. So if that's reduced by 3.5, that's in 2000, and that's a huge number. And a lot of electricity is saved, and that could be used in AI. As it is a memristor, it is neuromorphic. We could use it in pattern recognition over all of the AI models that we currently have, including CNN, ANN, and spiking neural networks. We also have 40% less CO2 emissions than inorganic HFO2 materials. These are some of the values that we got from the physics model, the cosmos physics. And now we would think that the theoretical approach would have very inconsistent results, or that would not match practical usage. But there's only a 20 to 10 to 20% variance in the actual physical chip. So what we could, even if we have 20% variance, that's still 2.9 times reduction in the original values. So that could provide a lot of energy and very less costing and be sustainable for the future. Thank you. Thank you.
So, what you have learned while writing this research paper?
This has been a very comprehensive research. I've been doing it for the past 1 year. And basically, I got to know how AI, the current AI hardware, is very harmful for the environment.
So, whatever you reference you have written, human brain project.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
The Human Brain Project was one of the first projects in 2022.
It was written this.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
And here you have not written.
Okay, this was a research.
Have you written in this format only?
No, actually there was a problem in the presentation. We have proper citations in the paper. Yeah. Any question?
Okay, any question? Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
ये हो गया, सब खत्म हो गया।
ये आया नहीं है कीरत
देख लो
ये अनाउंस कर दीजिए मैम मैम सर कुछ बोलेंगे सर को इनवाइट कर दो एक बार
I would now like to invite Dr. Umakanta Chaudhary to enlighten us with his warm words. Please, sir.
Hello. Good afternoon to everybody. First of all, I am thankful to HMR Institute of Technology and the program chair and Mr. Ashan for inviting me to this conference as a session chair. And I am also thankful to Miss Mamta for coordinating with me to come here.
And in this session, what I found that most of the researchers are students. And I really appreciate to all of them for their interest in research. And I can say to the students being a third year and final year, they have got the opportunity to present their research paper in this conference. You have got a platform where everybody is presenting their research work and you can share your knowledge in this conference and you can know how to do the research. Earlier, what happened that only few conferences was conducted during a year. But nowadays, you find there are so many conferences are conducted by different institutes at the local level also. So that's why you are getting a platform to share your knowledge and to do discussion how to do research and in which field you can do the research. So that's why you can see the engineering colleges are there in rural belt also, and you know that in the rural belt some of the students has been recruited in Google and Microsoft also. So that is the beauty that opening engineering colleges in rural belt also. So you have got an opportunity to share your knowledge in your colleges, because I found most of the students are from HMR Institute of Technology or from DTU. So this type of international conference gives you a platform to show your talent. So when you see that because most of the students are from computer science background, because all the job market are open. Either you can say Google, Microsoft, Facebook, Flipkart, TCS, all are open to everybody. Now the campus placement has been over. That if you have talent, you can face it. Similarly here also, because you will find so many conferences. If you have the talent, then you can show in any conference, then whatever your talent, it will be recognized. If you print it in a Scopus Index, SCI or high impact journal, then definitely even Stanford professor will call you for research work. You need not to go approach them. They will call you. That is the beauty. Because you have presented here, and if your research paper will be selected for Scopus Index journal, then it will be published there, and if you see that a third year student has published this paper, then definitely anybody can approach. The professor in that field can approach you for doing the research. And this thing has been happened. So again, I am thankful for all the dignitaries and presenters for showing their patience during the session, and I hope they will do research in the coming year also. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for those enlightening words. Now, it's the time to announce the best presentation of the session. Mr. Snehit Pandey and team. I now invite Dr. Umakanta Chaudhary to kindly present the certificate to our well-deserving achiever. Please, sir. Thank you so much. Now, I invite Mrs. Mamta ma'am to present the certificate of appreciation to our esteemed guest, Dr. Umakanta Chaudhary, as a token of our gratitude. Please, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. As we conclude today's enriching session, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the innovators who presented their groundbreaking research. Your contribution have not only showcased the spirit of scientific inquiry, but have also sparked meaningful discussion and collaboration. Let this platform continue to inspire innovation, foster academic excellence, and encourage the exchange of transformative ideas. Thank you for all making this event a remarkable success. Thank you.
सचिन सर दिया